What is up, YouTube? It is Matty and welcome to this Emphatic War Recap versus Onehive 2.0. So it is Emphatic Fury versus versus Onehive 2.0, and it was a lot of the elite guys in there anyway. So it was a really good matchup, and it was, you know, the score was 1-1-3 to 1-1-1. The last couple of hours were very stressful for or very epic for both parties, I think. The only way they could draw was by their final attack being a 3-star attempt on Watt, which was done by Pinto, but he wasn't able to do it, and it was really close. There was one point where it was like a couple of hours left, where we only had 3 attacks left, and I think we had like 108, and they had 111, and they had like 10 attacks left. But what happened is our last few attacks that we did were all perfect. You see a dip there on number 26 done by Dito. King dropping the 3 on number 5, and the final hit was Watt taking down Oki the Great. And our just collection of those final sort of 5 stars took us up to in the lead, and it was that 3-star on number 5 which surprised everyone, and we weren't expecting it, which meant that it put us into a strong position, and then it meant that Onehive had to get the triple on a Town Hall 10 because it was the only one with 2 stars remaining. So if you look at their last attempts, they had some dip fails as well. The number Team Unique failed on me. And obviously my base has only had one level 1 and one level 2 infernos. Pinto fell on Vac, so they just had some really unlucky raids, resulting in obviously us being able to get the advantage right at the end of the war. Obviously I'm going to go through some attacks for you guys. Probably about 8 or 9 attacks I think I'm going to go through. I've selected them myself, and we can have a little look at some of our hits. And we're going to start with Stewie on number 22. And he did the max attack, and it was just such a solid attack, which is why I wanted to choose it for within the recap. Firstly, great earthquake placement, nice entry point, and you can see by the fact that the Queen is next to 2 air defences makes it obvious that the obvious strategy to do is to take down the 2 air defences and the Queen, and as soon as you can do that and you've got room for 3 hounds and some loons, you should be able to get the 3-star, particularly if you can push in a bit deeper and get any extra value. Expos as such, I don't think he's going to be able to get any expos on this one, but obviously there are some defences that are going to go down in the process. A couple have just gone down, got a sweeper down as well. Is going to get the king, but that's irrelevant to an air attack. Now it's all going to be all about how good the Queen's positioning can be, and can she get once she's taken the 2 air defences, what else can she get down? There's not that many things extra she can get, I guess. Obviously a wizard tower's about to go, maybe the Tesla, maybe the other wizard tower, but she won't get the expo because it's too far away. She's on the CC now, but you can see he's already started the Loon. Couple of hounds down, couple of loons in at the start. Just going to try and get to that first AD. Got no sort of rage or anything to push the loons through, so both hounds are going to pop on the first air defense. He's got one final one for the actually it just about survived. It will pop soon though. There's the final hound going in, and see his patience on the loons, just giving them a chance to go through. Let that hound sit on top of the air defense, and get the final loons to go in, and what it's gonna result in is a load of loons left, plenty of time, swag heal spell as well. Just a beautiful attack. Spare loon and a couple of archers in the camp as well. Didn't need those. But just by clever loon placement and patience, he was able to get the 3-star quite comfortably. So next one we're going to show is by Alpha. His hit on number 20. Interesting base design, which is almost like most of the reason why I wanted to show this one, because we're finding that in a lot of the high-end war clans now, compartments like this where they're almost like completely empty, it just adds a lot of guesswork. Where the Teslas, are they in there? Are they in the surrounding compartments? It makes it really difficult to guess. And I also like this raid because he does something very unique, which you're going to see in a second. Now watch the Queen. So she's going to naturally start going through the compartments, and because of the air defense position, he decides to break her in, Sorry, just had to make sure that was okay. Look at the air defense position. If the queen was allowed to walk around the outside, that air defense would have taken the sweepers down, definitely. So deciding to break in at the point where the air defense was the threat, it was a very clever move. And what this is going to mean is the queen she's got no choice but to push through the base. And I love the fact he's got these wizards here as well. They're clearing the outside buildings and just keeping the queen moving forwards. And what is she going to do? Well, he's put the jump spell down, look, and the idea is to get the queen to move through. That's what you want to do, get her to get into that compartment, and once she's in that compartment, if the jump runs out, that doesn't matter because she will break through. Now, he has come across a golem, and unfortunately he's going to take down the golem while he's in this compartment, and because that's going to take so much time, the jump's going to run out. Meanwhile, golem down the bottom side, you can see, while the queen's still taking down the golem, Valks to break in, king to break in. So now you've got the healer walk and the Gova and the golems and Valks and king moving through different sides of the base. He's got another jump spell, but the queen's going to manually break through. He will, unfortunately, if he'd have placed that jump spell down a couple of seconds earlier, the king and Valks wouldn't have walked back out, and it would have been a lot easier for him. It's a little bit of a shame there. Queen is still breaking through, and now he's just going to filter in his hogs when he needs to. He wants to wait for the queen to get engaged really before he starts sending in his hogs at the top, because the queen will just melt them. But here it is, look, queen engaged, queen fight, and pops the ability just to get her down. Now he's free to reuse the remaining hogs if he wants to. He's got a rage spell tucked away. He hasn't needed to use it for the queen. The hogs are coming in to meet up. Here come all the distracted defences, and he's probably going to use the rage and hogs now. Giant in look, and just rage those hogs through. It's just going to make it really slick and easy. Hogs have done it. So some very clever use of the troops. I'm surprised, mad surprised that the king managed to scrape himself away from that encounter down the bottom side there, but they all came back to get him at the end, eh? Anyway, great attack by Alpha. Number 15, let's have a look at Croton Pracker, yeah, I've probably murdered that name. Righto, another queen walk. This time it's a queen walk goho, so let's have a little look at what he does. He is going to push the queen to go clockwise, so she's going to head towards the dark storage eventually, and you can see that wizard just cutting off her options, so she's naturally going to take down to the gold storage and then ultimately the army camp, and then she's going to start being sucked in that side, and while she's over there she will engage the enemy queen, so that's the one route to get it down. And there's clearly a giant bomb threat between the sweeper and air defense there as well. So a good chance she'll eliminate. She's going to eliminate some good threats and take down the clan castle. So the queen's going to get some pretty good value here. What he needs to do is find a decent entry point to eliminate maybe some more giant bomb threats, and then choose, just as long as he doesn't place his hogs awfully, he should be fine on this one. Because when the reason queen walks so popular is because you can, with that troop space of what is it, four healers is 48 troop space, being able to keep your queen alive, which is the highest damage per second unit in the game, throughout the entire raid, is just going to add massive value, and being able to take down, you know, CC defenses, all the stuff. And you can see here she's now going to have to deal with the CC eventually. She's running around to go and get the king. It's just madness what she's actually dealing with here. He's clearly waiting to drop it before he drops his golems to see what happens with the clan castles. Didn't want the clan castle tree to be pulled by the king, because that would have killed him quite quickly. But now the golems are going in with the wizards, and he's breaking in on the next layer. You can see the entry point he's chosen has got a jump spell, so it looks like he's going to potentially try and get in towards the expo as well. So a couple of golems there, the king is there as well, and now he's probably going to be looking to filter his hogs in. Hi Ben! Ben's just got home from nursery. Things are about to go crazy. So it's a couple of hogs in on the left hand wizard tower is really a good idea to take it down, keep his troops moving the right way. No grapes, Ben. Hold on, I need to do a video. Can you be quiet a minute? Yeah, you want a grape?
Yeah, Mum.
Oh dear. I need the wife to come and rescue Ben. Anyway, hogs are coming in. You can see they're, and I love the hog drop. Just that's almost like wave of hogs coming in from the outer layer to the in, and just look how many hogs are left on this. Where huge amount. King swag heal spell as well. Just a ridiculous amount of troops remaining at the end of the raid, and that was just that was down to a very clever queen walk, very easy king drop and funnel in, and good value from that. Got the double giant bomb threat, and then just the hogs to go into the center as well. Anyway, moving through up to number 14, we've got Charizard. Let's have a little look, and this one's a goho as well. 10 wizards is quite heavy, so he's going to be doing some interesting funneling, I guess, or a wide funnel. Found a good spot to EQ in. So actually, look at this. That's it. Look at the rage spells, and you think normally, you know, you'd have heal spells with hogs, but what he's doing is doing a super queen charge. So I'm going to clear the edges, allow the queen to break in, get inside the base, and you can see just about that one piece of wall between the cannons is broken, and that's going to allow it into the base, and she's got access to most of the double giant bomb threat. She'll kill the queen, she'll kill the CC. So again, another example of massive value from a queen, which we're about to see here. I think that first rage spell was just to speed up the process a little bit and help her deal with the enemy queen. Because always when you've got a queen on queen, if there's other defences hitting her, you've got to be a little bit careful. So he just decided to drop a rage. So he's gone overkill on the rage. Oh, I'd say overkill, but he's got a lot of rage spells here, which is, yeah, if as long as he can keep her alive, get the job done, get her inside, the hogs are going to come around the edge and do work. So at this point, it's a sort of a patience game. You've got to wait for the queen to get in. The funnel has been created, so now she's got no choice but go in. There is a hound in the CC, so it doesn't even need poison spells to deal with that. I'm going to wind it on a little bit here, and you can see the golem's down. He's found an entry point for his king. Going to need to break him. He's got 6 wall breakers, so I wonder how Char is going to break in. First wall breaker test was okay, so he drops the next 3. King route in, there it is, look, and now the king will go and get the enemy king, get a few defences on the way. And he's still waiting for his queen to go into the core. That's where he wants her to go. But I think she decides to start breaking a wall eventually. Giant down the bottom side, look, and then a couple of hogs in. So now we've mainly got the bottom side and the top side of the base. So he's got to hope. Yeah, here it is. Look, the queen is now breaking into to the layer of wall. Hogs cleared the bottom side now, which is great. And they're coming up to the top side for just a bit of clearing. There it is, raid is done. So the trick is with the queen charge, because you're using the extra healers and you're getting it in the corner, she's going to be taking a few defense fires at once. Once those defenses are distracted, you then drop the hogs on them. Similar to sort of a goho, once you get the Valks in the core, drop the hogs on the external defenses, and life's a lot easier. Next one's bite. I think Sarah's coming and taking Ben away now, so he can maybe we'll get some not an audio nightmare. He does like to come in. Normally likes to pull cables out, particularly like microphone cables and stuff like that. That's otherwise I could maybe when he's a little bit older I'll involve him on the channel a little bit, but for now he's too unreliable and he just smashes things. He's a noise nightmare, so it doesn't really work on a commentary, I'm afraid, and you guys probably end up getting frustrated after a little bit. But anyway, queen walk around the outside, you can see looking quite good. He's gonna, and what Anthony did, he did it on his other raid as well, is did the queen walk into the kill squad, and you can see the area he's done the walk is the area where the air defenses aren't a threat. The sooner the air defense becomes a threat, because it's like 6 tiles away from the edge, which is where it's a prime spot to kill healers, he's breaking in. So he's sort of exploited the fact that he's got a free walk with no air defense threats, and sort of converged that into a mini goho. And the healers are going to, at this point, healers normally go mental. They switch to, they love golems, king, anything like that. So, but it doesn't matter, because you're getting all the, as long as something's getting the extra benefit, it's going to help you. But they normally get sucked in and killed by air defences. But now, you know, he's got a double jump through. He's got access to the whole base. King's going to go and get the queen. Everything's being sort of tanked for now, and it's the perfect opportunity to throw those flanking hogs in and get them onto the defences that are exposed on the sort of towards 3 o'clock or the eastern side of the base. There's not much tanking happening over there, so he's sort of biding his time, but realised that he didn't. If he'd have waited a little bit longer, actually, that golem would have come in and been a perfect sort of tank, and he might have been able to get some of those hogs, more of those hogs to survive. So maybe a little bit more patient on that would have got him been a little bit better. But he had loads of hogs left anyway, and you can see there it is. There's the 3-star. Another sick attack. Next one I show is number 11. Let's have a look with Captain Syphilis. And here we go. Massively segregated base. You can see that the queen compartment is completely away from the rest of the base. So and I think he does a split hero here where he sends the king in, basically a king and a golem to go and get the queen. Maybe some Valkyries in as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. It was yesterday that I decided to use this video, and he's actually mixing in a bit of a queen charge, which is pretty cool. Chose a breaking point. You can see the minions clearing that gold mine down the bottom side, and clever earthquake, because that's going to break into quite a few areas where she's able to move through and just take down all those defenses. I guess he's going to wait for the CC to pull, maybe, or before he goes in down the south to kill the queen. We're going to see Hound's got the CC. I guess at this point might be a good one to start focusing on. See, at this point I'd be, you can sit pretty for a little while and just wait, because the Hound's going to be on for a while. I mean, that gap there was kind of pointless. Could have just got on with it a little bit sooner, I think. Anyway, King's going in, or should be going in. He needs a route. He needs the wall breakers to break him in. There he goes. King's going in now, going to go and get the enemy queen, get the defences down there as well. Maybe on that cannon he could drop a couple of hogs in to go and finish it off. Might be a smart choice. There it is, look. And that cannon is out of range of the arch tower. I was just wondering if it... Oh no, it's in range, so could have dropped a couple of hogs on the arch tower as well to finish that side off. Meanwhile, we catch up with the queen as to what she's doing. She's now moving in and starting to actually tank, so he's going to need to be considering rages and or abilities very soon. Bad rage spell, because he should have got the healers in with that. Yeah, could have done with that rage quite a bit better. Hogs have finished up down the bottom, so is the king. The king might actually do a bit of tanking. There's not many point defense over to the right, to 3 o'clock. So Hogs coming in from the top. And now everything's going to sort of start meeting up towards the eastern side of the base, and there's a heal spell ready for him, and the raid is done. Swag heal spell to boot, which is pretty cool. So yeah, raid over. Great job. Good job to Captain Syphilis, and I'm going to move through into the Tunnel 10 portion. You saw we got some Tunnel 10 3-stars, and let's have a little look. No, sorry, this isn't. This is Trog hitting their number 10. Big old goho breaking in the base, couple of golems down, queen, and he's got a route in. Golems in, queen in as well, and now did a sort of slight delayed drop on the king, waiting for this. Has he dealt with the CC already? Have I missed? No, there it is. I say it looked like the CC would be in range then. Big infantry CC with a wizard kicker and a witch in there as well, but the double poison's going to help take down those quite quickly anyway. The with the heroes in the core like that, there should start to be, now the CC's dealt with. Although he needs to figure out a way to kill the queen, and is he just planning to heal his way through the queen kill? Because he hasn't got a route into the base. The king's just having an absolute spaz out. Doesn't know what he's doing. Huge group of hogs in through the right hand side, and now the queen's just going, she's in la la land. The king's actually manually broke through and killed the enemy queen, so that was a little bit haphazard. Could have gone a bit smoother. Maybe he was hoping the queen would go and get the enemy queen. Hogs have come in to meet at the top side now, and yeah, there we go. Huge amount of hogs left. Probably going to drop the... Maybe doesn't need to. No needs. Well, actually, yeah, better safe than sorry, I guess. Drop the heal in the end, and there it is. There's the 3-star. Pretty cool attack. Interesting, the manual breaking at the top side there. Anyway, number 7. Let's have a little look. And it's revved. Let's see what he's doing. So we level 1 infernos. Zap quaking them is It's a relatively normal thing to do for them. I can't do it yet because I haven't got my max lightning or max earthquake, which you need to take down the inferno tower. But with one gone and only one to deal with, what he's looking to... Clash Royale, silver chest unlocked. Would you guys be happy with me doing Clash Royale vids, by the way? Because I am practicing at it now. I'm starting to get pretty good. Potentially looking to incorporate that into my channel. Name fits right for my channel name as well, which is pretty good. Queen walking into the base, and he's going to get the first air defense down, which is a good thing. He needs to get more than that, though. He's going to need to get the enemy queen. He's going to need to get another air defense. And I'm wondering if he's going to use the king here to break all the way in and go and get the enemy queen. It's going to be a long walk. In fact, I've missed it. She's just gone and got the enemy queen. He's got the CC pull as well, and now the queen's going to be dealing with the wizard and the hound. A wizard hound is a very good CC, by the way, because you'll find that, like right now, the wizard is hitting the queen, and it's forced her to do the ability while she's distracted with the hound. So it's like a combination of the tank of the hound and the wizard for the DPS. It forces either a rage or an ability when you're taking down the CC. So another little tidbit of information for you there, guys. If you're a Town Hall 10, probably the standard CC you should consider would be a hound, a wizard and an archer. Anyway, the La Luna started with 2 air defences down and 1 inferno down. It doesn't need any freezes because it's a level 1 inferno. It's not going to do that much damage. You just need to not let your troops linger too much and find a way to get them onto it relatively quick. And you can see here the loons are pushing through. They're starting to take the Teslas down. They are going to get to the inferno eventually. Second group are getting in on there, and finally it goes down. He's got some back end loons as well to help take down the wizard towers. And here it is. There's the 3. Final defense is going down now. A couple of pups. Probably was quite tight on the time actually, based on the cleanup. But hey, got the 3-star. Really interesting raid. Found a route to get the couple of defenses down. Anyway, I'm going to join this video again in a bit. Peace out. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to back out. The house is going a little bit mental. It's a couple of hours on now. I've been out and I've come back, and we're going to carry on this recap with the attack by King Alistair. And what he's doing is using Earthquake to open up the base. Obviously, King Alistair is a Town Hall 11, so he is dipping down to a Town Hall 10. And that's obviously part of the reason why we were able to get one of the triples on them, because when you dip down, when you've got the use of the Warden and the level 3 witches, it makes a huge difference. Level 3 witches and the Warden are just crazy. It adds such a big difference. Surprised that they didn't add any more troop space in at Town Hall 11, add a couple more defences in and make it a little bit more of a jump. But then again, I suppose the Eagle Artillery and level 3 witches, it's something to go at, something to try some new strategies out with, and particularly on bullies attacks like this, it does make it a little bit easier. So you can see here he's doing Queen Walk. He's going to get the enemy Queen now. She is now gone. And slightly slightly up in the base, he's dropped a golem down and looking to breaking the queen in a little bit early, sending in the witches, sending in the king, everyone going through, and it looks like he's just managed to break in the wall, and there it is. Everyone's broken in now. He's dropped a freeze down for the first inferno tower. Rage, use the Warden's ability to just power the troops through, get the witches into place, and with the rage spells, he just basically needs these inferno towers to go down nice and quickly, because once they're gone, life will get a lot easier. A couple of hogs in from the tops, probably at 10 o'clock you saw there. There is a Tesla farm he's going to have to deal with as well. Currently his king's getting a bit hit by it. But the hogs are moving nicely through. Unfortunately, they've skipped a couple of defences. The queen's gone back up to hit those though, which is perfect. Another expo about to go down, so things are going the right way. The healers are getting hit, which will hurt him. And it's going to be, how useful can the queen be now? He has got her ability. She's just moved outside of range of the arch tower, which is great, although it is left up there. They're going to have to go back for it eventually. At the moment there we have got some tankage going on with the queen coming back down. She's able to actually sit behind the tanking units and just do some serious damage. At the moment she's hitting a wall, but soon there's only 3 defences left by the look of it, if we include the top arch tower, the bottom arch tower and the bottom cannon. Wow, my throat's going really weird. There we go. Golems got in and got the one air defense. Sorry, well, not one defense down. The golem's now going to tank. All the units are flying back around, and here it is, Queen on the arch tower, and got the job done. So a little bit chaotic. When a lot of witches are involved, crazy things can happen. And the final attack I'll show is Solid on the top base, and I believe Solid is our max Town Hall 10, and he's 2-starred there, max Town Hall 11. I think the base is max at least anyway. So an attack like this, being able to free up one of our Town Hall 11 hits to dip down, and that sort of helps make the difference as well, because obviously with a Town Hall 11 hitting a Town Hall 10, life is much easier. So at the moment, Queen's getting hammered pretty hard by quite a number of defences. The healers are sat in rage, giving her a good amount of health, but now once the defences like they are now start to go down, she'll be able to regain and just sort of settle down a little bit. Hopefully she's going to get the arch tower first, because she has got a double expo on her, and she will be losing health. So he needs to find a way to get in, and with the Tesla there now, he's probably going to need another rage spell, just to keep her alive, which he has done. The Tesla can do serious damage because it's quite a high damage per second point defense. And now he's going to have to deal with the Eagle artillery that's going to start hitting his golems hard from all the way across the map. You can see witches going in now, wizards to create the funnel, P.E.K.K.A in, King in, everything's going in. I'm wondering, is he going to bother with this freeze spell, or is he just going to push through? Where's he going to use the freeze? I'm wondering if it's going to be, I was going to say by the Inferno Tower, which it is, and the troops are now hammering through, so it's the big push in through to the Town Hall. The King's in a good position. He's going to keep running forwards. He's going to land himself on that Town Hall quite nicely. Queen's there as well. They're shooting through. The Town Hall is now gone, and now it's just getting up to that 50%, which is already done, and now everything else is going to be a bonus. So awesome job by Solid to be able to break in and 2-star this Town Hall 11. Makes a huge difference within the war itself, and yeah, happy days. So this was a really cool war. A lot of people, I think, were sweating, particularly us, because obviously we were so far down. I think we'd even sort of announced that within our clan chats that we thought we were going to lose the war, and so many people were surprised that we were able to pull it back right at the end, and it just came down to that just a series of unlucky attacks by them, and a successful dip. Dito dipping on a 9, Alistair dipping on a 10, and then Watt getting a nice 2-star on a 10 as well. So sick work there, guys, and hope you enjoyed this recap. As always, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the comment section. Peace.